Hey Virgo men, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. We're going to go ahead and do a general message for you. Let's see what the energy is like. Now, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, masculines, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thanks to those who do reach out for those, and thanks to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. So I do hope that everybody is doing well, okay? Cross watcher, if you are in here, feel free to flip the roles if you're dealing with a Virgo masculine. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. Thank you, Spirit. What's the strongest energy here today? Now, they keep saying fix up, look sharp. So I don't know if you're getting ready to do something, right? It kind of gives like an energy. Someone here may be getting ready to go to an interview or something like that. Or it could be, something... I don't know, a social gathering or something, but I see somebody looking the part. Can I say that? Fix up, look sharp. Some of you may have been working out or something like that. Maybe you've taken on some sort of health regime or something. Or maybe you're just taking more pride in your appearance. And going forward. Thank you, Spirit. What's the energy here for my Virgo men? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have the owl. That's interesting. I was literally about 5 minutes before I started your video, I was having like a vision of an owl. But it's almost like I was letting the owl go and it was flying off. So at the bottom of the deck, you have number 23 or 32 could be significant. It does boil down to a number 5, which can talk about change. So maybe some of you, you're having some sort of change when it comes to your mindset. Because when I think of owls, I think of wisdom and knowledge and things like that. I'm hearing the word maturity. Now it says there are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. So that could definitely have something to do with this full moon. Full moon in Scorpio. So especially if you have Scorpio in your chart, especially if you have, I was going to say Scorpio in your moon, but you could, have it anywhere. But it could just be the energy. You don't even have to have Scorpio in your chart. Maybe you've been getting some sort of dreams or something like that, or certain visions, or you've just been finding yourself daydreaming off into a certain place or something like that. Pay attention to those things. So you have a number 31 or 13, okay? And even with the number 13, it does give me like the death card energy. So that is Scorpio energy here. But the death card can talk about change and transformation and things like that, okay? Some of you may be going through some sort of endings. It doesn't necessarily have to involve other people. Like I said, you could be putting an end to how you do certain things, how you, I don't know, I was going to say express yourself. This feels like change all around. But for some of you, this didn't come without a fight. Not with a Thorns card. Now it says, weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. Now it does say weathering the challenges ahead. So this could be something that is coming up for someone. Going forward, yes, nice. So you have the number 15, which could be significant, or 51, but it does boil down to a 6. So whatever this fight or struggle is, the Spirit is saying, hey, it's going to be worth it here. It's like it sets somebody free, or somebody gets the key to something. And again, the key could be knowledge, wisdom. I'm hearing Spirit say life. So life experiences. Now it says new beginnings. Sorry, it boils down to a 6. So again, it's giving me the 6 of Swords, which is that energy of moving to calmer waters. But it's also giving me the 6 of Wands, where that talks about victory and success, public recognition. Again, some of you could just be popping up and looking different. Now it says new beginnings. It says directions and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Okay. All right. Show me more. What do we have for the masculines? Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck. Mature man. Now I was hearing the word maturity. Yeah, and there's the change. So this could be like a relocation of a home, a job. I see somebody moving out of someone's home. So this energy of maybe gaining some sort of independence. What's thorns? Oh. Number 10, the journey. So again, I just said about relocation. Okay. But 10s does represent endings. But it's so you can have new beginnings. Show me more. What is key? Oh. See, sudden wealth at the bottom of the deck. Yes, okay. Something here may have to do with finances, money. Now, what's interesting is that both cards are coming in the reverse, okay, for this key energy. And the two cards that are coming out, the first one is a number 3. But like I said, it's in the reverse. And in the upright, it would have gave me like the 3 of Wands energy. So there's something here with that energy of the 3 of Wands being in the reverse. Of there is no expansion in something. There is no future. Something is not moving forward. There is no growth. Now, this could also be about maybe something that someone wasn't seeing the bigger picture about, or someone. Now, it is the marriage card. So this could have something to do with a relationship. This could have something to do with a married couple. This could have something to do with someone you are divorced, separated from. Because you also have, in the upright, it would have been a number 2. Maybe someone here was trying to make some sort of decisions about a particular feminine energy. But it's in the reverse. Male, female, with the marriage in the reverse. This would give me like an energy, especially with this main female in the reverse, of like someone who is dishonest. It gives me like the 7 of Swords, liar, cheater, thief. They're saying something about she's a dancer for money. That is probably not going to resonate with everyone. Show me more, Spirit. Someone cricks their neck. I don't know why I'm moving my head like that. I don't crick my neck. So someone, that may be a habit of someone's. Now that may just be a confirmation that maybe there is something in this message for you. What is thorns and journey? Yeah, the crossroads, number 22, could be significant. Boils down to a 4, like the thorns. So I don't know if there is something here to do, because the 4 would give me the 4-1. So again, so maybe something to do with a home, a marriage, relationship. Well, the crossroads talks about choices. And I did just say, I don't know if someone here was trying to make some sort of choice about a main female. It doesn't have to be a female. But it says choices, it says multiple, it says hesitation, decisions, it says separation. Yeah. Give me a card for going forward. What's the key? Marriage in reverse and the main female in the reverse. Okay, so we have the star coming out here. Number 16 could be significant, or 61, but it does boil down to a 7. Now, the 7 of Wands energy for me talks about standing your ground, fighting for something here. And the star card also talks about your hopes, your dreams, inspiration, your wishes. Maybe someone had some sort of hope that something would work out. The star card also talks about, I don't know, maybe you're healing from a certain situation. Just give me one for that star so I know, yeah, you got the stork at the bottom of the deck. And there's that house energy. You got the moon and the tower. There could be a lot of gossip going on about something. But I also see someone here taking some sort of risk, and it looks like maybe to follow their heart. Give me a message for my Virgo men. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have for the masculines? What do they need to know? Give me 3 cards. First card turning over, Nine of Pentacles. So that is your energy, right? Nine of Pentacles does talk about someone who is single, independent, self-sufficient. But show me more. There's something about maybe the bird, a falcon. That sounds weird, but I don't know if that could be someone's name. It could be a nickname. All right, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Show me more. Yeah, and then we have the Fool card. It's like I said, it's like someone here may have been at some sort of a crossroads, which is interesting because we've got crossroads out here with the Two of Swords, right? And the crossroads card. But I see somebody taking some sort of action, taking a leap of faith. Something to do with, I get this a lot as well, something to do with Leo energy. You see the sun in the corner up there. And I noticed that this Fool, he has a flower in his hand. I'm hearing that Queen Niger song as well, where she says, pack light. If you don't get your act together. Give me 3 cards for going forward. Yeah, 5 of Swords, Prince of Swords, 10 of Cups. Somebody's walking away from someone, and whoever they're walking away from, they're giving off an energy where there's a lot of distress here. But I feel like it's an energy where somebody did something wrong, or, yeah, look at that Ace of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. Somebody's being left out in the cold here. Someone may also be worried about their finances. Give me 3 cards for going forward. You have the Temperance in the reverse. Show me more. 2 more cards. Thank you, Spirit. What are we getting stuck on? That Alchemist. With the Temperance in the reverse. Listen, I don't know if there is something here about some sort of spell work, okay, or manipulation with the Alchemist. I noticed that this man is looking in a book. It's almost giving like Kitchen Witch. Give me a clear message. Okay. Yeah, the Prince of Cups in the reverse. And then you have the King of Cups in the upright. And then you have the 4 wands at the bottom of the deck with the 7 of Swords and the Ace of Swords. There was some sort of, I don't know, it feels like some sort of lie or something like that, or misinformation here. Knight of Cups in the reverse, right? In the upright, the Knight of Cups would talk about a romantic proposal, offer. Show me more, Spirit. What is this for my Virgo men? Temperance in the upright, Sagittarius energy. It talks about peace, balance, and harmony. So in the reverse, like I said, there's an imbalance. There is no peace in a situation. What's the 9 of Pentacles? So we have the 7 of Pentacles, and then we have the Hermit, which is your energy. So you got heavy Virgo energy out here. 7 of Pentacles talks about things coming to fruition. It talks about someone's investment, or someone has been thinking about the things that they have been investing in. This is somebody receiving some sort of reward for their hard work. 7 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. What's the 7 of Pentacles and the Hermit? Coming out sideways, landed on the 2 of Swords. It's the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups can talk about an energy of boredom, but it can also talk about maybe somebody is not sure whether they should accept some sort of offer. The 4 of Cups can talk about an energy of regret or a missed opportunity. And I'm hearing due to a lack of action. The The Four of Cups can talk about depression, nostalgia, someone who is feeling stuck on some sort of negative memory, energy, experience. The universe is trying to offer this person some sort of new beginning. But this person is sitting with their legs crossed, their arms crossed. It's like a very stubborn energy here. And look what's trying to come out. The Empress landed on the Hermit. So something could definitely have something to do with a divine feminine, or maybe someone you have children with, or a specific mother figure here. But Four of Cups. So what's this Two of Swords? Two of Swords. They both came out sideways. And it's the Three of Wands, and you have a Queen of Cups here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Now, I could take this two ways. I could take this as someone who may have been trying to block someone's intuition, right? Because the Three of Wands can talk about seeing the bigger picture. It's also an energy of waiting for your ships to come in, yes, and it talks about travel and things like that. It talks about planning for the future, right? It's like, I don't know if someone tried to interfere with someone's self-confidence or self-belief. But the Three of Wands is an energy of freedom. But like I said, both cards came out sideways. Now, the other way I could see this, especially with this Devil at the bottom of the deck, and I see this marriage in the reverse and this main female in the reverse over here, could talk to me about a toxic situation. Now, what I was saying is the other way I could see this is there may be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that didn't want you to see something, didn't want you to move forward, wanted to keep you in this crossroads energy. Now, masculines, they're giving me another version here, okay, for this Three of Wands and this Queen of Cups. Maybe there is a masculine in here that doesn't want to see the truth about a feminine energy. Maybe you know something isn't right for you, or someone isn't right for you, but maybe you stay anyway for whatever your reasons are. Give me one more on this Three of Wands and this Queen of Cups. It's the energy for my masculines. Maybe you feel like something is too difficult to get out of. See, I did say to go through these thorns, you're not going to come out the other side without at least one or two bumps or scratches. But going forward, Spirit says it's going to be very much worth it. But we'll see when we get over here. What is the Three of Wands and the Queen of Cups? You have, came out again. Is this someone you got children with? The World card and the Empress? Or is this somebody that you're watching online? I see that here as well. The World and the Empress. But the World talks about endings. So you can have new beginnings. This is also someone here maybe very, I went to say very successful online. Take it how it resonates. But the World card talks about achievements. It talks about a sense of belonging. Again, this energy of traveling. Who's this Empress? Yeah, Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Swords. And then you have a King of Wands. For some of you, you have somebody around you, right? I don't know what it is that they're saying to you or anything like that with the Queen of Swords, right? She's someone who is honest. She's very clear when it comes to communication. She has very good discernment and things like that. She ain't afraid to cut people, places, and things out of her life, right? For some of you, there is someone here that may be saying something to you. And I don't know if they're kind of trying to encourage you to take some sort of action with the King of Wands energy here. Or there is some sort of information coming out maybe about a King of Wands here. Because Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords makes a Seven of Swords. And like I said, that talks about a liar, a cheater, a thief, deception, dishonesty. People masquerading as a friend when they really have underlying motives. Who is this Empress energy? This is Libra and Taurus. The Empress energy is the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Is this somebody you want to go towards? As I said, that an advert came on. Number 196 could be significant here. I'm hearing Spirit say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So it kind of makes me feel like there may be something here for some of you where, like I said, it may have been a situation that went sour, okay, with that lemon energy. But it feels like there's a situation here where whatever negative energy you're getting from it or holding on to, there's something here where you need to transmute that. What's the Fool? King of Pentacles, and they started singing Aladdin, a whole new world. Your energy. Show me more about the Fool and the King of Pentacles. All right, some of you are stepping into some sort of Emperor energy because they keep playing that kids, is it a story? I'm going on a bear hunt and I'm going to catch a big one. I'm not scared. Okay. Now, the reason why I linked that to the Emperor is because in this deck, okay, which is right here, the bear represents some sort of authority figure. Number 15. Look at that, like the key. So again, boils down to a 6. So there maybe something here has something to do with a child. Maybe someone is sad about leaving a child behind or something like that here. But the bear talks about power, boss, courage, leadership, finances, and protection. Yeah, 9 of Wands. There's that wounded warrior. So somebody does push through these thorns. But show me more. The King of Pentacles. Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, the first energy that I picked up was curiosity. Again, this energy of somebody watching, looking, studying before they say anything, before they make a move. What's this Page of Swords? I'm hearing I saw it with my own eyes. I don't know what you saw. I saw it with my own eyes. King of Swords. Who's this King of Swords? Because I feel like this Page of Swords, King of Swords, is giving me the energy of, again, this some sort of information or somebody finding something out, some sort of truth. We saw the Queen of Swords earlier. So this, again, is you kind of using that intellect that you have, right? Your intelligence here. The King of Swords is an energy of, again, authority and strength. Conversation. Speaking your truth. And there's that 6 of Wands. And you got the 2 of Wands right behind it. And then I see the 5 of Wands right behind that. I'm telling you, there's some sort of arguments about some sort of choice or something that somebody is making. And because I feel like they know that wherever you're going or whatever it is that you're going to do, you're going to be victorious in it. What's this Temperance in the reverse, though? Coming out sideways is the 4 of Swords. And that landed on the King of Pentacles. Show me more about the Temperance in the reverse. You have the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like some of you need to get more rest as well, masculines. I don't know if you kind of would class yourself as like a workaholic, but it looks like you may be unbalancing yourself here, right? Balance is everything. The 4 of Swords can also talk to me about maybe suffering in silence or maybe some sort of illness here as well. But it does also talk about stress and anxiety. Why are they saying, listen, please, masculines, okay, there is nothing that I feel like I want to say that in this world that you should stress yourself out to the point, because I'm hearing Spirit say stress kills. What's the 4 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles? You have the 7 of Wands, you have the 8 of Swords, and you have the Chariot. It's like, why is somebody so in their head about something here? Now, again, this can talk about a blockage, right? Or maybe you have your defenses up real high. But this talks about fighting for what you believe in, standing your ground, facing challenges head on. But the Eight of Swords is a mental prison. Somebody feeling like they're stuck. And the Chariot talks about willpower, following divine guidance. But I feel like someone feels like they're between a rock and a hard place here. Give me just one for the Eight of Pentacles. Because that does talk about somebody being very skilled at what they do, right? Some of you could work for yourself, especially with that bear energy. It talks about your craft. It talks about, it's an energy of dedication. You have the Judgment. And the Judgment can talk about awakening, forgiveness. Give me one on the Judgment. There we are. I did say he was giving boss energy. Yeah, some of you own your own business. Or you have some sort of status where like you could be a manager or something like that. Some of you are meant to be working for yourselves. And I don't know if you feel like it's a little bit of a struggle to kind of get that going. This is an energy of perseverance. But give me one on the Emperor. I see the King of Cups again. Look at the King of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands with the Knight of Cups. Do you want to propose to someone? It's like anytime I see this combination, worse, I have it out here. So someone could be trying to deny their feelings, okay? Or like I said, maybe somebody feels like in one situation, something's not working out, but maybe they have their eyes on someone else. Sun card right behind that. Now, anytime I see this combination of the Knight to the King, it makes me feel like someone's emotions may be growing for somebody. What's this Emperor with the Judgment? The Ace of Swords in the reverse. Show me more. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone's not speaking up here. Now, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, yes, it can talk about a liar and things like that, right? But I just feel like, I don't necessarily feel like it's somebody lying. I feel like someone here is like not being honest. Maybe someone is afraid of rejection or something like that. Eight of Wands, Nine of Swords with a Ten of Cups. Something could have something to do with family. But I feel like somebody's afraid to say what's on their mind. So what is the Prince of Cups in the reverse? It flipped right in the reverse. Hangman landed straight on the King of Pentacles. Hangman in the reverse. Pisces energy. Heavy stagnation. This could also be an energy where someone here may be kind of repeating certain negative patterns. Show me more about the Hangman in the reverse for the Three of Pentacles. That landed on the Queen of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, there's something here about a third-party situation. But then, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if your heart is not in something or you just don't feel the same way about somebody anymore. What's the Hangman in the reverse and the Three of Pentacles? Justice. I did say, you know, right at the very beginning about something about life lessons, letting something go, just learning from it. But someone here is still holding on very tight to something, but it's making you miss an opportunity. So this would give me the energy of whether you are with some sort of past person or not, someone here is still allowing that energy to affect their future. So it's almost like the past is still winning. Just give me one more for here. Hangman reverse, Three of Pentacles and the Justice. There could be something here about a legal situation as well. But the Justice just talks about doing the right thing. Okay, what was that? Yeah, Page of Wands. Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups. Now, for some of you, you could have someone here who maybe wants to apologize for something, right? For some of you, I don't know if there is something here about sleeping with somebody too quickly and producing a child. For others of you, your intuition is telling you to take some sort of action. The Knight of Wands is someone who is fearless. They're rebellious. Eight of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Five of Swords, King of Wands, Nine of Cups with the Ace of Wands. I see somebody watching something in secret as well. Maybe someone doesn't want to walk away because of finances. I see somebody self-sabotaging something. So what's this King of Cups? Thank you, Spirit. What do we have for my Virgo men? All right, landing on the Fool, we have the Seven of Cups. Now that would make the Eight of Cups with the cup that the King has. So again, this energy of walking away. Someone here is, you know, the King of Cups, like I said, right, he doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. But he is usually someone who is emotionally mature. So again, it's almost like this energy of things changing for someone as they get older. What's this Seven of Cups? It also talks about options, right? Choices, possibilities. So Spirit is putting the options there in front of somebody. You also have the Page of Cups, and now that makes the Nine of Cups. Now the Page of Cups can talk about you know, like new love or like an admirer or something like that here. But it also does talk about, you know, maybe giving somebody some sort of gift, or this is like somebody daydreaming about another person. Someone here is very intuitive. Seven, eight, nine. Nine of Cups talks about wish fulfillment. One more card. What was that? Oh, the Page of Wands. I was gonna say, oh my goodness. I was gonna say, because they were playing the song again, right? From Aladdin, A Whole New World. But I was hearing the bit, Don't You Dare Close Your Eyes. And then I was seeing, her name is Jasmine, right? And then I was thinking, there's something about the color purple. But then I didn't say anything because I'm thinking, is Jasmine purple? Isn't that color purple? Or is that like a blue? Anyway, I was going to say there could be something about somebody's third eye. And I did just say that someone who is very intuitive. And then you have the High Priestess that comes out. Maybe someone here is very fond of someone who comes across as very mysterious. Maybe you have your eyes on someone who's very intuitive. What's the High Priestess? Three of Swords, landed on the Two of Swords. Okay, now they're getting a little bit weird, okay? Because I'm hearing I see dead people. And that is from, isn't that from the movie Sixth Sense? Is it called Sixth Sense? Was it called something else? I don't know. I know it's got Bruce Willis and that little boy in it, though. What's the High... Maybe somebody scares you. What's the High Priestess and the Three of Swords? Three of Swords is heartbreak. It's pain. It's depression. It's separation. It's sadness. The Hierophant is something about a marriage. Four of Pentacles. The High Priestess and the Hierophant, that's a pair. Now, the only way sometimes I separate them, right, in terms of, yes, I feel like they're a pair in the tarot deck. Absolutely. But sometimes it can give me that energy of maybe one person being very spiritual and another person being maybe, you know, a little bit more traditional in terms of religion and things like that. So some of you could be wondering if someone is your divine counterpart. But it doesn't come without bringing some sort of balance to a situation. It looks like somebody having to end something. Yeah, someone here could be an Earth Angel, Nine of Pentacles, and the Temperance. But what's this Three of Swords? Landed on the Fool. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Something here takes a risk. So, okay, moving on. What is the energy in love for the masculines? I just saw fated meeting, but I want to grab one of these first. What's the energy in love for the masculines? Just one card. Thank you, Spirit. Kind of looks more in the reverse. But I'm going to take it sideways. I feel like I'm being called to take it sideways. I see dreams at the bottom of the deck and nurture, but you have heartbreak, proposal, boundaries, the star. Okay. So, coming out sideways, I'm going to put it in the upright. It says alone time, and it says spend some time alone. It says it will help you to gain clarity on your relationship. So maybe some of you are in hermit mode. You have the hermit out here. And the Four of Cups, right? You see this person sitting alone. $44 could be significant. But show me what this is. What is alone time? What's the energy in love for my masculine spirit? All right, so first one you have storm. It says turmoils. It says coming ahead. You also have intimacy and bonding. Landing on crossroads, you have legal matters, and it says disputes. Yeah, I don't know if somebody's got some sort of legal situation going on, but it looks like it has to do with finances. Okay, it kind of came out sideways, masculines, okay? And it's going to sit with the storm, turmoils coming ahead. It says player and strategic. I feel like some of you have a feminine around you that's trying to block you from doing something. What's intimacy and bonding? Landed on journey. Didn't I just say? Landing on the journey, though, which is a number 10. I don't know if this is who you're moving away from, but it says competition. It says the other woman. With intimacy and bonding, be careful of any kind of like, sex magic. Or feminines using their body and things like that. Yeah, resist something here. I don't know if you're dealing with people who have addictions, unhealthy attachments. I don't know if you have an unhealthy attachment, right? Because, listen, masculines, I feel like for some of you, I mean, it could resonate for anyone, right? But I feel like intimacy or sexual energy, it can be very addictive, right? It's like like money kind of an energy. I mean, don't just be sleeping with someone just to be sleeping with someone. I mean, unless that's what you want, you know that you're in a position where, right, you have the Nine of Pentacles out here. Unless you know you're in a position where you're saying to yourself, right, I'm 100% sure, Rising Phoenix, I really don't want to be like attached to anybody like that. So yeah, I do just kind of, you know, play around or whatever here. I mean, if that's your thing, that's fine, as long as you are communicating that to the other person. But yeah, I don't know. Show me, what is legal matters? What's the energy in love? Why is this here? I'm hearing someone say, for me to be with the other person, I would have to get divorced. And I understand that that necessarily might not be an easy road to walk down, okay? But I feel like, excuse my stomach, but I feel like, you know what, someone here, it's like spirit is going to be rewarding you for following your own mind. Like I said, for following your own heart. But I just deliver the message. So you have, with legal matters, you have anxiety and worry. Yeah. Let's go one more round. Show me storm and turmoils with player. Insecurities and self-esteem. What's intimacy? Make sure someone here isn't also playing mind games with you in terms of telling you certain things to kind of lower, like it says, lower your self-esteem, lower your confidence, making you feel like you're not good enough. It feels like it's a tactic. What's intimacy and competition? Social media, keeping tabs. Somebody got their eye on you, watching you, spying on you. I keep seeing it, grave, no second chances. Yeah, something's going to happen in divine timing. It says believe in right timing. And look at that, lies, keeping secrets. And then you have him, divine masculine. And you have signs. It says meanings and love. Yeah, someone's thinking heavy about their future. Give me one more. Legal matters and anxiety. And we have ghosted, and it says disappearing. So excuse my son in the background. He's trying his best to be quiet. He's got his headphones on. All right. So let's have a look at your money. What does their finances look like this week, Spirit? Give me 3 cards. So you have alchemy. And we saw the alchemy card in the other deck. And it says you... Who's been studying or reading up about magic or something like that here? Where is that alchemy card? Because I'm sure I said that man had a book in his hand, right? And it was giving kitchen witch. I'm sorry. Unless, like I said, maybe you're doing some sort of money spells. I don't see nothing wrong with that, right? In terms of if you're doing things the right way. Okay. I'm hearing it. Yeah, I'm hearing as long as you ain't trying to sacrifice anybody or anything like that to gain money. I don't know where the card went. But I'm 100% sure he had some sort of book in his hand. So it says, alchemy, it says using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets. It says transform the situation. Okay, show me more. You have surprise. It says an unexpected turn can bring positive change. It says be ready for change. Something could happen around someone's birthday. You have, it came out sideways. You have loyalty. It says true friendship and loyalty are among the most important values. It says be loyal to your friends, but it came out sideways. So some of you got friends around you that may be blocking your finances. Or are you at a crossroads in terms of, I don't know if this is like you needing advice or wanting to work with somebody or something like that, right? Especially with that 3 of Pentacles coming out and the Justice. So again, I did say 3 of Pentacles and the Justice when it comes to money. Make sure you're doing things the right way. It's only going to come back on you. Now, for others of you, I feel like this may have something to do with friends, family, something like that. Make sure you don't have people around you that are using you for money. Or that's the only reason why they're around. I'm hearing Spirit say, if somebody wants to know, like, if they can trust their friends, you got to sit back and look at how much you've done for these people. And how much have they done for you? Do they only pop up when they want something? Or do they reach out to you when they don't want anything? When they just want to say, hey, you doing, how you doing? You okay? You want to come here today? You want to do this? You want to, you know? Or is there always something behind it? Hey, how you doing, masculine? Oh, what you doing? Oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, man, I'm good, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I just want to see if you had $20. Do you know what I mean? What's alchemy? Rewards. And you see a chest full of gold here. It says, You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. It says raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. It says keep going and keep growing. Oh, look at this. The whole deck is in the upright. Why is the courage in the reverse? Yeah, who sings that song? I'm hearing that bit in the song. I think it's feminine that sings this, but I'm hearing something about you're going to see me roar. Yeah, I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to do, to step into this power. What surprise? You have saving face. Yeah, I'm hearing don't cut your nose off to spite your face. So put your pride behind you, someone here. So it says saving face, and it says you may need to grin and bear. You may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep your job. It says, or you need to smile and make nice to get the position you want. Didn't I just say something about the friends that you have around you? That would have made sense to me if it landed on top of loyalty. Okay. But I feel like some of you as well, I feel like you're walking around with a mask. I don't know if this is like an energy of people pleasing, or you needing some sort of validation, or you wanting to be seen in a certain way, or whatever this is. It feels like someone is not being their authentic self. What's loyalty? What's loyalty? You have relationships coming out. And it says business partners, it says office love affairs, it says and communication with co-workers are heightened now. It says make choices with extreme care. Pick your battles wisely. And this could be also saying to me, for someone here, if you're having some sort of work affair, that may not necessarily go in your favor for someone. You have harmony at the bottom of the deck and authority and honest work. Yes, is what I was saying. And there we go. It will come back on you. Reflection. So what else? Let's see if there's anything that you need to be aware of. Anything that they need to be aware of at this time, Spirit. How are we doing for time? An hour already? It feels like I've been speaking to you for like 10 minutes. Anything they need to be aware of. Now, I don't know what's going to come out of here, right? But I'm getting 6 cards. But I am hearing always look on the bright side of life. 6 cards. Thank you, Spirit. Landed on the 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. This is my Queen card. Okay. It's like divine feminine energy. And I believe, didn't we see divine feminine come out earlier? I'm not sure. What's this? Okay. So anyway, it says smell the roses. It says slow down. It says take some you time. It says get out in nature. I'm telling you, look at this. I don't know who some of you are dealing with. You got lost at the bottom of that. Maybe you met somebody on holiday, or maybe you was with somebody or are with somebody who has, like I said, some sort of sexual addiction or something, or that's how they're trying to draw you in. But at the bottom of the deck, you have lust. It says greed. It says by any means necessary. It says inconsiderate. You have vacate. It says get away, relax, have fun. But then you have narcissist. Some of you could have been dealing with a karmic soulmate. Someone here is salty, or they're going to be salty if you get with somebody here. Yeah, you're putting up boundaries with someone here who is a liar. They hide things. They could be something very specific about someone's eyes. Someone could be Muslim or something like that. But it's more making me feel like a mask. Yeah. All right. What they need to be aware of. Landing on the Queen, you have burned bridges. It says lack of trust. It says disloyal, and it says turn back on. Did you burn a bridge with a friend or something like that you kind of want to reach out to, or is it the other way around? Second legal card coming out here. Lawyers, court, paperwork. Clarify these cards. Antisocial. Landed on the world. It says in your feelings. It says silent treatment. And it says left out. Give me one more for here. Okay. Landing on the 9 of Pentacles. It says recharge. It says breathe, let go, clear your mind. Yeah, some of you are thinking about some sort of feminine, divine feminine here. What's burn bridges? There's something also here about twins. Could be twin boys. Oh, hold on a minute. I'm just looking at an advert someone else has got in the lift. I don't know. There may be something here about triplets or duplicating something. Like copying something. Okay. Burn bridges. You have distance. It says divorce. It says ghosted and it says separation. Yeah, healing at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if someone here just won't leave you alone with clingy. Old exes, dead relationship, and old wells. I mean, I said old wells. Old ways, right? Or this is what you need to heal from. Give me one more for burn bridges and distance. Time, yeah. It says delay, procrastination, and it says too busy. Yeah, some of you, it's giving you made a wrong choice, or be careful you don't, okay? What's legal? Someone's name could be Michael. Legal? You got lust? And consequences at the bottom of the deck. Bad choices, games, and mixed signals. Now, this is not going to be for everyone, okay? There's something here about, I don't know if someone... Masculines, be careful who you're sleeping with, right? Especially, like, I hope it ain't got nothing to do with anybody who's underage or somebody lying about their age. Just be careful, right? I also see something, especially with that work energy that was coming out earlier. I don't know if there is something here about, like, somebody putting in some sort of... claim or something like that for like sexual harassment. What's legal and lust? What is that energy? So, oh yeah, it landed on the crossroads. It's like somebody trying to confuse somebody here, but someone here is dealing with someone who's not in their right mind, it looks like. You have psychopath. It says abusive, it says conniving, and it says unpredictable. Some of you are afraid of if you do something or leave someone, what they're going to do if you leave. I don't know. I'm hearing spirit say, why are you with that crazy bitch? You also have coming out here, it says hopeful. It says inspired, optimistic, and success. What? A psychopath is trying to convince you that something would be... What is hopeful? Bottom of the deck, I see cutting ties, freedom, stand up, awaken. Yeah. But you've got waves, emotions, worry, and fear with toxic, drama, arguments, incompatibility. And you've got running right behind that. But I don't know if you're the one that's paranoid. Or they are. What is hopeful, spirit? Maybe some of you don't want to leave your child or kids behind with a crazy feminine. Yeah, look at that. Can I say that? A karmic. Third parties, haters, lesson learned. What's hopeful? Now, for others of you already gone through this, right? And spirit says moving forward, there is hope. You have, oh Lord, chaos. Upheaval, disaster, and downfall. Do some of you keep going back to someone or keep allowing somebody to come back towards you? Stop it. Stop it. Blocked. Moved on. Nothing to say. Stop calling. And look, whoever this is, I don't know, man. Yeah, that part. Yeah, spirit just said it's like a thorn in your side. Thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. Do you have some sort of trauma bond with somebody? All right, Spirit, what else? Let me just get a deck. I just want to see something real quick. Okay, so let's very quickly just see if there's anything else that you need to be aware of. For some of you, yeah, I was just thinking and then I just got that confirmation. Okay, I don't know if you heard the other phone buzz in the background. For some of you, it really feels like someone do as well. For some of you, right? Someone here don't want you to have something that you deserve. I just feel like they maybe said it was negative or... But anything else they need to be aware of. I only want 3 cards. Yeah, I knew it. That's why I got the deck. It says, oh, and it's a number 22. What else was a number 22? The crossroads. I hope no one here ain't doing no like that's not what I meant. Graveyard magic or dirt magic or something like that. Or someone's doing something maybe to keep somebody stuck. It says voodoo back off. Someone could even be doing some sort of confusion spells. And then I was picking up something about the color purple. Her hair is purple here. She's got purple string around that voodoo doll. She looked mad as hell. What is this? Anything else that my masculines need to be aware of, Spirit? Yeah, it landed on the world and it's a number 35, okay, or 53, but it does boil down to an 8, 8 of wands, moving forward, but also seeing the 8 of swords energy. It says collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energies. And I see cleanup time at the bottom of the deck. Look at the other voodoo card. Right, give me one more. Yeah, tempting offer has a high price. So something may seem real pretty or whatever here. I'm looking at this woman, right? But see all the fly traps around her? One more card for the masculines. Thank you. Landing on voodoo back off. It says ancient wisdom, lady with a Bosch egg. Did somebody tell you that somebody's doing some sort of spell work on you or they're manipulating a situation here? And it could be using beauty or lust. Just what can you show me, Spirit, about this voodoo back off? Number 4 could be significant. What is this? Number 4 could be significant and 4 of swords comes out. Yeah, I don't know, somebody making somebody ill or just lazy or lethargic or look at this. Landing on the 9 of Pentacles, right? Which is Virgo energy, right? It's a 6 of Swords, but it kind of came out sideways. And the 6 of Swords does talk about moving to calmer waters. It's like somebody trying to delay somebody moving forward. And how are they doing it? 6 of Swords with a 4 of Swords makes a 10 of Swords energy. This could be somebody putting some sort of a curse on someone. Again, the 10 of Swords talks about the ultimate betrayal. It talks about malicious gossip, malicious lies, a compulsive liar. One more. Heavy air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What is this? Yeah, the 9 of Wands. But someone perseveres. Someone's trying to make something difficult for somebody. It's as simple as that. Yeah, and they started playing that church song. Again, another 4. 4 of Cups. Somebody wants somebody to miss an opportunity. But we have the Emperor and the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the 3 of Cups. This is someone that steps into the energy and says, ain't nobody can stop me. Could be a group of people. As I said that, advert came on. Someone could be a speaker or something like that. Someone could be Asian. All right. Something may have to do with music. I keep seeing words like sound and box. So when I think of sound box, I think of music. Someone could be like a DJ. Maybe you own your own sound. But anything else on this voodoo back off before I move on? Let's get you a few cards. Landing on the Hermit is a 3 of Cups. You have got some suspicions for someone here. It's like trying to figure something out or trying to figure out who it is. 7 of Pentacles. One more and then I'm going to move on. Yeah, 8 of Cups. And look at this. 8 of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. It's making me think of I titled a reading. No, I didn't. It wasn't on YouTube. Okay. Almost. Not quite. All right. So let's get you some leading out cards. What do we have? Got one falling on the floor. What do we have for my masculine spirit? Yeah, falling on the floor. It says slow climb. It says you are getting there one steady step at a time with a little bit of effort. But I'm going to put it back. Get you another card. What do we have for my masculines? How do you want to end out this reading? So we have fully emerged. It says everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. You have Dream Weaver. It says dreaming and imagining bring your powerful vision into reality. Yeah, Pathfinder wanted to come out. It says trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career. It says revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. Thank you. And then landing on the journey, it says web of connection. I'm telling you, someone here's got to cut off some sort of people around them or something like that. But it says weave your connections thoroughly. It says creating a supportive web that uplifts your personal and professional journeys. And for others, I don't know, it feels like, oh, it's sitting on top of the ancient lady. Some of you are listening to something or someone who knows what they're talking about here. Could be somebody older than you with the ancient wisdom, lady with a Bosch egg. Could be a mother. We saw the Empress at the beginning, right? Now, just because it said illumination, let's get you 3 of these. Okay, I'll take the top one, but I hadn't even shuffled. I feel like Spirit's like, yeah, because we already know what we want to say, right? So it says the sacred chalice, and that's like the Ace of Cups. And it says abundance, nourishment, and fulfillment. You also have the herd's call, which I believe is like, to me, like the judgment, right? Again, it's like an energy of the light bulb coming on and awakening. But it says announcement. It says significant news. So again, maybe pay attention to what it is that you're hearing. Things like that, things that people are saying. You also have, and I'm noticing there's something that someone is, like I said, listening to, or it could even be your own intuition, right? Saying something to you. But I noticed that there's a lot of people here, right? Down here. And this person looks like he's on some sort of, not necessarily pedestal, but he's definitely higher than all the other people. And I'm noticing that his, whatever you call that, a trombone or trumpet or whatever, right? It is bigger than everybody else's. There's someone here that stands above the rest. So I feel like you do have somebody somehow, some way around you that maybe you can trust. Now you have the sacred mandala. It says unity, it says completeness, and it says focus. And then you also have the majestic mountain. And it says overcoming challenges. It says resilience. Okay, so give me one of these. Give me some advice for my masculines. So it is landing on the yes side, and it says rising to the challenge. It says floating on air. It says advance. Let's get one more. So it says connect to new possibilities. It says transition. It says smoothly. So it's like you got a bridge here. So masculines. Yeah, bottom of the deck, you have a yes. It says you get a lucky break. It says it's a successful venture. It says feels right, good idea, aligned with your values. Getting satisfaction, good times, happy endings. All right, I'm not going to keep going. What did that say? Getting it together. It's all lined up for you. Okay. So, masculines, I do hope that something has resonated with you or given you some sort of clarification. But if this is where we part, guys, stay safe. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up for me. Stay safe. Love and light.